Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Amber and I love to crochet and punch needle. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can crochet these cute daisy coasters. You can make them in different colors that you like. I use two different colors for the flowers, one for the center and one for the petals, but you can always use just one color if you think the color change is a little bit difficult. I will also explain some stitches we're using, so this tutorial is perfect for crochet beginners. This is what you will need for your daisy coaster. I use 100% acrylic yarn and it is the regular size. I'm using a 4mm hook, but you can also use a 3.5 or 4.5. Adjust your hook to your yarn size. Then you will need some stitch markers, scissors and a needle to weave in the ends. And that's all you need, so let's start crochet a daisy coaster together. We start with a magic circle. So I'm gonna make a cross, like so. Then I'm gonna grab my hook and go under. Grab some yarn. Pull up a loop, like so, and then grab some yarn again and pull through. And this is how you make a magic circle. Now we start with row 1 and we're gonna make 10 single crochets in the magic circle. So we go in the magic circle, grab some yarn, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops, and that is 1 single crochet. So now we're gonna make 9 more. So pull under, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, 1, 2, yarn over again and pull through both loops, and that is 2 single crochets. Go under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through 2. Go under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through 2. Go under, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. Now we have 5 single crochets and we need 5 more. Now I'm gonna attach my stitch marker to the last stitch we just made, so I know that this is the last stitch of each row. Now pull your magic circle tight. And this is our first row. For the second row we're gonna do 10 increases. That means 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then once more in the same spot. That is an increase. So once again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through 2, and then once again in the same spot. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and pull through 2. That is an increase, and you're gonna make 8 more. And by the end of this row you have 20 stitches. And I'm gonna move my stitch marker to the last stitch I made. For the next row we're gonna do a single crochet and then followed by an increase, and that 10 times. That makes a total to 30 stitches. So 1 single crochet followed by an increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, and that's all the way to your stitch marker. And by the end of this row you will have 30 stitches. Move your stitch marker to the last stitch you made. For the next row, we're gonna do single crochet all around. Just one single crochet in each stitch for 30 times. I reached the last stitch of this row, and in this stitch we're gonna do a color change. So we're gonna insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're gonna grab your second color. Instead of yarning over and pull through with the same color, we're gonna attach the other color. So I'm gonna yarn over and pull through with the new color. And that's how you do a color change. Now you can snip off this tail if you like, but I'm gonna yarn over for a whole round so it's nice and secure. Now we're gonna start with the petals, and we start with a slip stitch in the first stitch. So yarning over, pull through, and then not yarning over again, but pull through the loop. Now we're gonna do a half double crochet. A half double crochet is yarning over, insert your hook, yarn over again, pull through. Now you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. For the next 3 stitches, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. A double crochet is yarning over, insert your hook, yarning over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you have still 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through 2. That's 1 double crochet. So again, yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, yarn over again, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And that is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now you need to do that for the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. Once again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over through the last 2 loops. Then once again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Once more, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So now you have a slip stitch, a half double crochet, 3 times 2 double crochets in the same stitch. For the next stitch, we're gonna do a half double crochet again. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. To finish the first petal, we're gonna slip stitch into the next stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're pulling 1 loop through the other. And that is the beginning of the petals. You're gonna repeat this for 5 times. The last slip stitch we did to finish the first petal is also the first slip stitch for the next petal. So we're not gonna do 2 slip stitches next to each other. So now you start with a half double crochet. So you repeat this pattern until you reach the last stitch of this row. We reached the last stitch of this row, and if you follow the pattern, you need to do a half double crochet in the last stitch. To finish off the first row of petals, we're gonna slip stitch into the next stitch, and that is also the first stitch of the next round. And you can mark this slip stitch with the stitch marker. And this is what it's looking so far. Now you can cut off this tail of the first color you used. I leave a little bit of a tail so I can weave it in so it's nice and secure. for the next row, we're gonna do the second layer of the petals. So we started with a single crochet. Now we're gonna do a half double crochet. In the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. And now for the next 4 stitches, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then once more in the same stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And that for the next 3 stitches. And this is what it looks so far. Now for the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. For the next stitch, a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. To finish this petal, we're gonna do a slip stitch into the next stitch. And then once again, this slip stitch is also the beginning for the next petal. So each time it is 1 slip stitch between the petals. So once more, we're gonna do a half double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then for the next 4 stitches, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. 1 and 2. Next stitch, 1 and 2. Next stitch, 1 and 2. Next stitch, 1 and 2. Now you did 4 times 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now we're gonna do 1 double crochet and 1 half double crochet. Finish this petal with a slip stitch, and this is also the beginning of the next petal. And you're going to repeat this pattern 3 more times until you reach the stitch marker. Now you reach the end of the row, and if you follow the pattern right, you need to do 1 more slip stitch. I moved my stitch marker to the last stitch I made, and the slip stitch we just made is once again also the first slip stitch for the next row. Now we're on to the last row, and the last row is very simple. You're going to start with a half double crochet, and then for the next 10 stitches you're going to place a double crochet. Just 1. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10 double crochets, you're gonna do 1 half double crochet, and to finish you're gonna do a slip stitch. Now you're gonna repeat this pattern until you reach the last stitch of this round. Now you reach the end of this row, so you finish off this row with a slip stitch. Remove your stitch marker, chain 1, and cut the yarn. Leave a bit of a tail to weave in. Now take your needle and weave in the yarn tails. What I like to do is to go under a couple of stitches in different directions so it's nice and secure. Cut off the excess. And now your coaster is ready. You crocheted your own daisy flower coaster. I hope you liked this tutorial and it was easy to follow. It was my first tutorial, so please be kind. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will do my best to reply to all of you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, because I post exclusive content there. If you share your creations, don't forget to tag me. I'm very curious to see your daisy coasters. And as always, thank you for watching and for your support. I hope I see you by the next one. Bye!